Hi, welcome to Tanz's Tarot. My name is Angie, and I'm going to be doing a reading tonight for the sign of Scorpio for mid-month 2018. I'm also going to do a little bit of astrology for you before we lay your cards out. So while I'm shuffling, I'll give you some details about some of the energies that are going on right now. And we do have a new moon in Aries this month. That is going to be in your 6th house of health and work. It is a new moon, so it's a new energy that's coming into your life. You may be applying for a new job. You could quite possibly be finding out something that has to do with your health. It's also in your pets. So anything to do with your pets and your health will be under the spotlight the middle of the month. Also, it could be affecting your job. So you might be hearing some news about some changes at work, or you could possibly be getting a new job over the next 6 months. So maybe you're going to start working out and you're going to be focusing on your health more. So over the next 6 months, you'll see some changes that have to do with your health. Also, we have a full moon at the end of the month, and that's going to be in your sign. So we have Jupiter in your sign right now. So this full moon is a culmination, possibly about a job. It can also be a culmination about pets, any of those things like that. So it is affecting you in that area. You could also have been applying for a job, and at the end of the month, you get the job, or you're starting a new job. So maybe you could be going to the doctor for some health issues, and at the end of the month you get some kind of feedback about your health. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base with these energies that we're having right now, and I'm going to go ahead and shuffle your cards, and then we're going to do your reading. Whenever I do readings, I like to just think of a number that comes to my head. And the first number that comes to my head is the number that I choose for your cards. And I got the number 8. So I'm going to lay 8 cards out for your tarot card reading today. Okay. All right. We're going to get started. Let's see. I have all 8 cards are out on the table. I'm going to go ahead and start with your first card. And your first card is the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is a air energy. Usually it's what we're thinking about that's going on inside of our heads. You could be having some sleepless nights, quite possibly worrying about some things that are going on in your life right now. You may have been losing some sleep, worrying. It's the worry card. So a lot of Scorpios right now have had a lot on their plate, maybe you've been worrying about work. Maybe there's been some issues at work that you've been having to deal with, and it's just hard for you to let go of those things when you come home. I did say you do have the new moon in your 6th house, so that is work. So very well could be that. It also could be just you have some worries on your mind right now. And next I have the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is an earth sign female. Usually that is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So there may be a Taurus in your life or a Virgo or Capricorn. This is money. This is Pentacles. Pentacles are usually like the earthly things. So I have a feeling that maybe there is an earth sign that you've been worrying about or thinking about. Maybe this person has caused you some stress in your life for whatever reason that may be. It also could be worries about money. This could be you worrying about money. You're looking down at your pentacle and what you value. Quite possibly there is something going on right now where you're having to think about what your values are. This is a person, but there may be someone that you're close to. It's right next to your first card, and this is how the month starts out with this energy with the Queen of Pentacles. Now the next card you have is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is a fire energy. This is kind of like you are taking a stand. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting things. Maybe you've been on guard or you feel like you've kind of been beaten down. When you see this card with the gentleman here, if you look closely, he does have like a bandage over his head. He still is standing straight. But there's a lot of things that were maybe growing in your life at this time, and you're trying to protect them. Maybe some new ideas, some new ventures that you have coming up, and you are trying to protect those things. But it looks like that it's been kind of a battle. It's been a battle. These may be your beliefs. Maybe these are things that you believe in, and you are not going to back down. You're standing strong, and you're protecting them. So I feel like a lot of times when I look at these, if you see the little leaves on there, the little leaves that are growing is like a growth. So the things that you've been growing in your life, you're protecting them because you don't want to see them to fall apart. So you may very well have a Virgo or Capricorn or Taurus that's in your life that you are trying to save the growth that you've had with this person. This person can very well be someone that you are trying to grow a business with in the future. Maybe it's somebody that you feel like you had a lot of growth with, and then now you're having to protect what you did grow. We're going to continue with the reading. Maybe we can find out some more information. Now the next card you have is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is fighting. This is not like horrible, like super fight, but a lot of disagreements and fighting going on, kind of going back and forth and this and that. I do feel that it's possible that there's been a lot of fighting, a lot of disagreements with this person that's in your life. You are trying to protect yourself, but it seems like whatever you do, it just keeps happening. So maybe it's a start and stop thing. Maybe you were having calm times and then suddenly we have arguments again. So there's some battle that you need to work on with someone, and you could be battling yourself. This could be about you. The Queen of Pentacles could be you. Maybe you're looking at what you value, and she's looking down. She looks sad. She's trying to figure out what really matters to her. Or maybe she has everything she needs, but she's lonely and she feels like she's all alone. So you may be alone right now in your life because you've had some battles and some disagreements and you've had to protect yourself. But right now you're trying to sort these things out. And this may be you sorting them out because you're battling yourself at this time. You're trying to decide what's really important, what matters the most. And the next card you have is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is also more fire energy. We've had 3 wand cards here. So this is representative of Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So you may be dealing with one of these signs. They could be They could be bringing a lot to the attention of you right now. The Ten of Wands is packing up your wands and you're leaving. Maybe you're leaving a situation. You've had all you can take and you're done. You can't do it anymore. You've had all these ideas. You've tried everything. You've tried to talk to them. You've tried to work things out. No matter what you do, it doesn't really go anywhere. So you're starting to realize that it's time for you to take your wands and move on to another place. Now, the next card you have is the Knight of Cups. And this is a love card. So this reading could very well be about love. I do feel like it is something very personal. The Scorpio people right now, like I said, do have a full moon coming into their sign at the end of the month. Whenever the full moon falls in your sign, it's something that directly affects you. Being that you're also a water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, this could be something emotional that you're dealing with at this time. I feel like this has been a process, but you are slowly but surely making changes. Now, the Knight of Cups is usually a younger person. This could be a child. This is usually someone up to the age of 35. It could also be a partner, but it is love. I most likely would say this is love. Someone is offering their cup of love to you. Maybe they're here to make peace. So maybe the person you have been battling with, you are trying, is maybe reaching out to you, and now they're trying to work things out. I do feel this is a very sensitive reading. This could be about anything. This could be about a fight. This could be about a relationship gone wrong. This could be about just in general disagreeing with someone about something that matters to both of you. But as I'm saying here, this is the Knight of Cups. There will be a love offer. Someone is offering love to you. There is love. Whether this person and you work things out or not, this person does love you. So just so you know, there is love there. Now the next card you have is the Five of Swords. This is change again. And that's another thing I wanted to say. Whenever you see the fives, that's change that's happening in your life. So when you were protecting yourself, you made change and you decided to walk away. This person may have come back that you've been having problems or issues with and wanted to maybe, offer something to you. And you decided, no, I don't want that. Now, if this is a job, and we talked about the job thing, maybe you lost your job or the job you had, you got laid off, something like that. Maybe there's an argument at your workplace. Maybe you got fired. This is an offer that's coming in for you, and maybe it's not the offer that you want, and you're just like, no, I don't want this offer. This isn't what I wanted. Or maybe your work is offering you a position that you feel you're overqualified for. Or maybe you are fighting for something. If this is a love reading for you, then I would have to say that there's more battles coming. I'm very sorry to tell you this, Scorpio, but unfortunately this is a battling card. Nobody's going to win in this fight. The fighting is not, I feel like that maybe no matter what the two parties are trying to do, they can't seem to come to an agreement. It just seems like you go round and round and round. But this is another fight. And this is kind of a warning because the next card you have is the Tower. And the Tower card is a major arcana. Now this card looks very scary. It can be at times, but it can also be a change, a switch, something that comes from out of nowhere that causes and creates a change in your life. If it has something to do with the situation that you're with at this time, which I do believe it does, if you have this major blowout, this fight, it could turn out kind of crazy. Whenever the Tower shows up, it's a warning that if things get out of hand, then there can be some really major upheavals. Maybe maybe you're going to move. Maybe you've decided that, this isn't, this could be you leaving a job. Maybe, someone has been on your back enough at work that you can't take anymore. And you finally just say, you know what, I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm out of here. Nobody wins. Once again, I'm not going to end your reading on a Tower card because this is not a positive card. But it can bring positivity. And when the Tower shows up, I always like to pull another card to see what the outcome is from the Tower card. So we are going to pull another card for you, Scorpio, and see what the outcome is from the Tower card. Okay? And you got the Nine of Pentacles. This is a really positive card. So looking at this, if this is an issue or if this is a work thing, you are going to be leaving that job and you're going to get a better one. You're going to have a job where you're making more money. You're going to be able to be more independent. If you are in a relationship, you are going to become single. This is the single person card. She is standing alone, but she's in her own element. She's with nature. She has the bird perched up on her hand. She has all the trees and the vegetables and everything all around her. She's very, very successful in her own right. This is a very positive card for things to end for you, Scorpio. So if you are leaving a job, you very much could be going into a better position. And if you are leaving a relationship that hasn't been working out, it's been up and down, there's been a lot of fighting, you cannot agree, you are going to find that being single isn't so bad. I believe that it's going to bring you happiness and contentment. And I think a lot of times we just need to learn that we can be happy alone. No one really wants to be alone, but if your relationship or your job is not good for you, you have to think about what's going to be best for you, and you have to make those changes. And I think at the end of the month, Scorpio is going to know what's going to be the best for you. And, maybe it takes these serious situations to come up and about when we don't want to face, the future. So, because sometimes it's hard to do that. It's hard to make those kind of decisions. So we can be forced. So anyway, Scorpio, I do hope this reading helped. I hope it resonates with somebody and kind of gives them a little bit of clarity. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free. Any advice? I am new. This is my first attempt at recording videos for tarot and astrology on the YouTube channel. I do appreciate you taking time to listen. And if you could like, subscribe, or comment, I would love that. Thank you so much. Have a great night.